So I picked up this 2001 K1200LT luxury touring BMW bike for relatively inexpensive, but it's got some damage here on the fairing, there's some gaps here, there's some broken tabs. This is all out of alignment here. That's all wrecked here and stuff. That's wrecked right here. Got to fix up that. The radio is not working at all. There's no volume or nothing. Let's see, I should shut that off. Lots of little niggly things I got to look at. Doesn't seem to be any seat heat at the moment, so I'll figure that out. But of more interest was, guys will like this today. That's an H7 halogen bulb, and the way these guys work is you've got this one takes care of the low beam, and then there's another bulb right in the center here, right in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. It's in its own little thing there. That's the high beam. And then there's a tiny little 194 bulb right in the bottom corner here that you can see if we flick on the ignition right there. See, on the side? So instead of paying, you know, whatever, 10 bucks for another one of these bulbs, all the BMW guys that have these basically say that the low beam sucks. So what we're going to do today, I got this from nmotion.com. I only need one of these. This is for a car, so it's got two, you know, left and right headlights. And these are your HID bulbs right here. You can see that's the bulb. You don't want to touch that glass. You got to pull the little retainer things here that look like this. You got to hold these two pieces and just twist them apart, and then they come apart like this. And this one piece, you have to thread it all the way, have to thread it through that rubber grommet and stuff, and take it out. So I'll show you how it works. It's real simple. You got to take your headlight cover here, and we're going to drill a hole in there. It sits behind the headlight in this fashion, and the high beam's down here and the low beam's up here. So we're going to make a hole up here that's the size of the diameter of the inside, right inside there, that hole. So what's going to happen is the bulb's going to be in there, and this grommet is going to go to the outside, and on the inside you've got your connections to your stock connector for the power, and these other connections here are all outside of the headlight, and they basically, it's just a plug and play. You just got to plug it into your ballast, and then it comes with some screws, or you can do whatever. You can zap strap it or whatever. You got to mount this somewhere, you know, in the car or on your bike underneath. I'm going to try and mount that under the fairing somewhere. So they say, the motorcycle guys, that doing an NHID conversion like this is 49 bucks on sale right now, which is pretty good. nmotion.com, like I said, I'll put up the URL in the video. And it's plug and play. The sets of two here, I only need one set, but you know, they don't sell them singly. So we're going to drill that hole first here and go from there. So I got one of these step bits. I think it's 7/8 of an inch, but don't correct me. Or I should say, correct me if I'm wrong. So what we want to do is we want to go right in here, and we want to have a bit of a lip on the on part of this. So here we go. It's pretty hard to hang on to this. Okay, we're going to the max size. Alright? Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do now is get this bulb in here, or the wiring rather. So how the heck does that work? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't fit through there. I guess we need a slightly bigger bit so that this fits through the hole there. It almost goes through, but not quite. So I'm just going to use this air Dremel here and just take some material out. You don't only want to take just enough. You don't take too much off of there. So let's see. That might fit through. Okay. Not quite. A little bit more. Eats up plastic real quick, that one. Okay. There we go. That's going through. You don't want any plastic burrs on here or nothing. Just make sure that's all good. These other connectors got to go through. Shove that in there. And we want to pull part of this through and not the other part. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Okay. See, that's sealed pretty good there, and we got the bulb in there. Remember, don't touch any grease or nothing to that bulb. Okay, now we're going to stick it in the bike. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this in the video, but the light that came out, that tab there, goes to the top. So as you're putting that in the back of the headlight, it goes in that way, and this tab faces the top. Okay, so we can't screw that up. But what we're going to do first is make these two connections in here on the stock headlight bulb, which the connector is right here. Hopefully you can see that. It's got a yellow and a brown. So we've got the don't touch the bulb. We got the black to the brown and the red to the yellow. So once that cools off a bit, we'll mount it in the headlight, and we'll just have the ballast dangling down for now and give it a try in the headlight. So we got the wires on there. There we go. That's working. Okay, so the last thing to do is push that plastic cover all the way in. And there's a metal bar that goes up like so across it. And all we got to do now is mount this ballast somewhere up inside the fairing here. Preferably a little higher up, but whatever. It's going to have good airflow and everything. So let's turn off the lights here and see how bright that is. They do get brighter over time, so that's the 6,000 Kelvin color. And let's see here. That's the high beam on top. That's the flash to pass. So it looks to be pretty bright. I mean, if you stand up the bike, it's a pretty wide pattern. Oh, we got some smoke here. So there you have it, Xeon Conversion Systems, HID. You know, obviously made in China. So I don't think there's a... So this is 6,000 Kelvin. The color, which is the light blue. I would have had a 4300, which is the white of the white, because that's actually the brightest if you're going to do any back roads or whatever. You want the 4300, which is my understanding. So at least this 6,000 Kelvin, it's got a slight blue tinge to it, but it's not going to piss everybody off that's coming the other way, which really ticks me off when I'm driving around too with their cars. So anyway, that's that.